What's up, friends? So, I want to share a story with you that I just sent out to my email list, and I posted on another social media platform that I'm on because I'm not on here as much as maybe I'd like to be. And I think a lot of people can benefit and maybe even relate to this story. So I want to read this to you and love to hear your thoughts. So in 2009, I was crawling out of the most challenging time in my life. Hashtag dumpster fire. And that is when I first started coaching. So I was walking away from a fairly successful 7-year career as a financial planner, and just a year and a half earlier, and not knowing where I was going to turn next. Growing up, I never really liked school. I did okay though. And the work that I was doing up until being a financial planner was basically just for a paycheck. I felt really fucking lost and aimless in my life at that time, especially coming out of high school and even years after. So when I was introduced to building my own insurance and financial practice, it was scary. No one in my life or family had been entrepreneurs or even did a job that was commission only. Yet it felt like the answer to my prayers. Finally, a direction for my life. I could finally say, like, I'm a financial planner, right? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it validated me at that time. Immediately, it wasn't just a career, it became my identity because I had none. And so 7 years later, my identity was in for a major fucking overhaul. Even though I chose to leave that career, I felt like a huge failure. And quickly I went into debt and depression. So fast forward a very dark year and a half later, what balls I had to say, I'm a coach. But guess what? I was. After making that decision, immediately every cell in my body, I realized I wasn't making a career shift. I was making a decision to do a spirit-led, soul promise forged by the fucking fire, absolute calling. At the time of making that decision, I was still struggling, yet I was also working my ass off to turn my life around. I was living every single word that I was teaching. I'll say that again. I was living every word that I was teaching. And looking back, leading up to that moment, it was clear that everything had been culminating to that exact time in my life. Everything had been leading up to that moment. And so I asked friends, how did you see me? Like, how do you see me in your life? And I dug deep into what I had loved to do in my past, and all the things that had come naturally to me, and everything reflected back to me that guiding people to make change, speaking on camera and stage, teaching people difficult conversations but in simple ways, listening deeply beyond words, helping people find the courage and confidence to do difficult things in their life, effortlessly channeling through solutions for others that they couldn't see for themselves, helping other people find their calling. Thus, Ignite Purpose was born. So right now, even if you aren't anywhere near where you want to be, I want you to trust, if you're feeling called to a new calling, to a career shift, to an identity shift, to some major change, a reinvention, a rebirth, trust it. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Again, trust yourself. The soul knows. Even if where you're at looks far from where you want to be, the soul knows. And you don't have to be fully healed or perfect in order for you to make that leap. The journey will not always be easy or pretty, but it will be worth it. And it will always be better than some what if or woulda, coulda, shoulda. Don't get stuck in that bullshit. So if you need support, let me know. I'm here. I got you. I got a special offering for only 4 people, and I don't do fake, scarcity tactics. I don't do dumb bullshit like that. literally have space for 4 people for something special and unique. Message me if this story resonated with you, and I wish you the best. Ignite purpose, y'all. You only got one life.